In this week's video, I'm going to introduce you to Tableau and show you some of its basic functionality. Tableau is a popular tool for data visualization and analysis that allows users to connect, visualize, and share data in an interactive and visual way. To see the dashboard we're building in action, check out the link in the description. To begin, we need to connect to a data source. For this tutorial, we'll be using the Superstore Sales dataset from Tableau's website. We'll be focusing on the order sheet, which we can easily access by dragging and dropping it onto the stage. From there, we can view our fields or preview the data at the bottom of the screen, or click on Sheet 1 to start building our first sheet. For this sheet, we will create a line graph showing sales for every month. In Tableau, there are a few different ways of doing this, but we will start by double-clicking the Order Date field on the left side of the screen. As you can see, Tableau aggregates the date by year. To change this to month, right-click on the Order Date pill and select the version of the month that has the year next to it. Then, we will double-click on the Sales field on the left side of the screen. You may notice, as we highlight our graph, a tooltip will appear. The sales data shown in the tooltip is in number format by default. We can easily change it to currency by right-clicking on the Sales pill and selecting Format. We will then select the currency format from the drop-down menu. Finally, we will change the name of the sheet to Sales by Date by double-clicking on Sheet 1 on the bottom of the screen. To create a new sheet, we'll click on the New Worksheet button beside it. Next, we'll create a pie chart to visualize sales by region. To do this, we'll begin by double-clicking on the Region field and then double-clicking on the Sales field to add it to the chart. Similar to our line graph sheet, we will right-click on the Sales pill to format it as currency. To create a pie chart, we'll click on Show Me in the upper right corner and select the Pie Chart option. Since the initial size of the chart is small, we'll adjust it by clicking on the Size option in the Marks menu and making it slightly larger. However, the chart might not fit in the available space, so we can adjust the space by moving our mouse until we see the option to resize the chart. We'll also add labels for each section of the pie chart by dragging and dropping Region and Sales onto the Label option in the Marks menu. Lastly, we will rename the sheet to Sales by Region by double-clicking on the sheet name at the bottom of the screen, and then create a new worksheet by clicking on the New Worksheet button. Next, we will create a bar graph to display sales in each segment. To do this, we will double-click on the Segment field, followed by double-clicking on the Sales field. In the Show Me menu located at the top right corner, we will select the Bar Graph option. By default, the bars will appear horizontally, but in this case we prefer to see them as vertical bars. We can achieve this by clicking the Swap Rows and Columns button up in the ribbon. We will also change the format of sales to currency and change the sheet name to By Segment. We also want to have a bar graph showing sales by category and sales by subcategory. At this point, the easiest way to accomplish this is by right-clicking the By Segment tab and selecting Duplicate. Right-click on the Segment pill in the Column section and select Remove, and then replace it by dragging in the Category field into the Column section. Change the name of the sheet to By Category, and then we will repeat the same set of actions for the subcategory sheet. Next, let's create a sheet that lists each product in its corresponding sales. To do this, we will add a new sheet and double-click on the Product Name field, followed by double-clicking on the Sales field. As before, we will format the sales to currency by right-clicking on the Sales pill in the Marks menu and selecting Format, then choosing the Currency format in the drop-down menu. To give our sheet a descriptive name, we will change it to Product Sales. Finally, we will create one more new sheet to continue exploring our data. On this sheet, we will show all store locations on a map and will change the size of the mark based on their sales. To do this, we will double-click on Postal Code, and then double-click on Sales. And we will go ahead and format it. Next, we will change the color of each mark based on the region. To do this, we will drag and drop Region into the Color option in the Marks menu. In the next video, we will use these sheets to create our very first dashboard. If you have any ideas or suggestions for future videos, don't hesitate to leave a comment below. Thank you for watching, and I hope you've learned something new today.